Everybody, this is Alchemist Global Soft Skills, and before I start with the class, a small request or certain instructions by the whole globe, by the world. Be very careful, be very safe, maintain distance, have your inoculations as per your turns, and maintain some distance also, because the virus is a form of mutation. It is always variant, it keeps changing, so we have to be very careful. we we have to maintain a good immunity system in our body, and let us follow the good food habits also, along with the inoculations or the vaccine. Good system is also good food system, nutritious, and that food which would create more immunity. You can find out from your peers, from guidance from the doctors, and maintain a good health. Exercise, so many other things are there which I think we all know it. Anyhow, just to remind you once again, be very safe, maintain distance, wear a mask, and wash your hands. All this is always told. Again, you might think why I am repeating it. Just to remind you, this becomes my duty also to remind every time. Okay. Now coming back to Alchemy's Global Soft Skills. In our last class, that was in our part 10, Alchemy's Global Soft Skills, we were discussing the preamble or the introduction part of soft and skills. That part is over now. So we had that introduction of soft and skills, and how the soft skills are important or useful. That was in our part 10. Please recall, or once again please touch that part 10 part, and then this is the continuation of part 10, Global Soft Skills. We are now entered into the chapter of communications, and we will have another 2-3 parts on communication only, which is very important. So let us little concentrate on that. So again, for the sake of, say, not repetition also, something is new here. Anyway, I will let you know. Let us know the other branches that form expressions. Expression is also part of communication. We are now going into business communications, the global business communications that are needed. Generally, when we attend any interviews, they generally ask us whether we are aware of soft skills, because communication is very important. So in soft skills, we have a chapter where we know little more about communications. In the part 10, the earlier class part 10, different types of communications, wireless, this, G5, and all that has been discussed already. So now we are going into the subject matter, or the what we call, we made into the body, into the structure of communication. Okay. So let us know the other branches that form expression. You represent, show, symbolize, reveal, denote, signify, depict, state, tell, expound, coach, speak, utter. You also voice. How this is possible? All these things. These are all communications only, but how? We all need communication skills for expression. We have to express, we need communication skills. And communication has something to do with the way people relate and interact with, how we relate and interact with. Communication refers to a process by which something is made common or shared. Something which is common and shared. We cannot talk, about some rocket science and all. In every sphere or in every organization, they have their own common behavior, they have a common science, they have a common procedure to conduct their organization. So that common part I mean here. Okay. There are many different definitions for communication. Let us know some of the few. Only theoretically also let us know. Somebody has taken a lot of pains to make this as a subject, communication as a subject. So let us also know those people who had struggled or who had worked out, who had spent some time on this for the benefit of the whole global communication systems and the people. Okay. So communication, now one definition is communication is an exchange of facts. Communication is an exchange of facts. Okay. Ideas, facts, ideas, opinions or emotions by two or more persons. This is one definition. This is by W.H. Newman. He defines this way. Again, I'll read it out. Communication is an exchange of facts, ideas, opinions or emotions by two or more persons. The second one is definition. Communication is a process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. Keith Davis, he has defined this way. Communication is a process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. And another definition by another author, communication is a behavior that results in an exchange of meaning. It's a very nice one. Communication is a behavior that results in an exchange of meaning. That means when I communicate, he should mean it, he should understand it. Exchange of meaning. Okay. This is by the American Management Association. Okay. This definition. Communication is a behavior that results in an exchange of meaning. This is by the American Management Association. And another one, communication is the sum of all the things one person does when he wants to create understanding in the mind of another. It is a bridge of meaning. It involves a systematic and continuous process of telling, listening and understanding. Louis A. Allen is the great author, great man who has defined this way. There are many authors who have given definitions, but the gist is almost alike. All the definitions, everybody had his own thoughtfulness over this, and the gist, however, is related or little familiar, somewhat familiar, or they are almost familiar. Okay. Exchange of ideas, thoughts, opinions, feelings in the performance of communication is an interaction, that is a performance of two or more people so that they report, connect, associate, tell to each other. Communication is a relationship, a dependence, and affinity. Affinity, a close relationship between people. That is created when you communicate. Okay. Communication is an ancestry. ANCESTRY. Communication is an ancestry. That is the evolution of science, medicine, and technology. And communication is also something like evolution only. Earlier, body language there, sign language was there. So they used to make birds and some in our different languages also. We still have those signs. And for that matter, we have in mathematics we have signs also. Different signs. Omega. Alpha, beta, gamma, these are all signs. That was also a part of communication. Okay. Communication is a process, a course, the way in which something progresses or develops, and thus a way of dealing with a situation. Communication is a way of dealing with a situation. Communication is a way of dealing with a situation. You want to get your work done, you have to think about how I have to communicate to my worker, to my friend, to my father, mother, to my brother, how to communicate. Modulation of voice, words you choose to get your work done. So this is what the sense is, the meaning of this is, okay? We have to have two or more people transacting. We have to have two or more people transacting with one another about their apprehension, that is understanding, and perspectives. About their apprehension and perspectives, particular way of seeing things differently. He has a different way. So we cannot totally discard him. Let him think that way. So in his way you try to communicate to get the work done. Okay? Of information is the speaker. Communication, you receive some information and the source is always a speaker or an organization. We have to confirm whether the message is apprehended. We have to confirm whether the message is apprehended, understandable, that the message could be understood by the common man. That you have to always ensure before you pass on the message as communication. Okay. Thus the meaning of the message which gets transmitted from source. Thus the meaning of the message which gets transmitted from source, one person to another, to the process of communication has its genesis. When this is receiver of the message coordinates with to work together effectively, the urge for expression within a person motivates him to communicate. Again, I will highlight this. I will repeat once again. The urge for expression. You love somebody, you want to express your feelings, that's an urge. URGE, urge. The urge for expression within a person motivates him to communicate. The urge for expression within a person motivates him to communicate. Okay. It is an obligation with compulsion for a speaker. It is an obligation with compulsion for a speaker to convey with thoroughness and lucidity. Thoroughness and lucidity, very clear it should be, in order to enable the receiver of the message to apprehend, understand the message with no further misapprehensions, quarrel or disagreement. When the matter is very clear to you, there would be no misapprehension, there would be no quarrel, there would be no disagreement. Whatever it is, before communicating only, you have to take care of all these things. Whether this clause might hurt somebody, whether this may not be possible according to this society, according to this community, according to this organization, according to this situation also. All these things before we communicate, we have to perceive, we have to take that into mind. You have to be very thoughtful when you communicate something. Okay. Important elements of the communication process. Now we are coming to the important elements of the communication process. What are the important elements? What are the things you have to be very particular, concentrate on this vigorously? What are these? Let us also know some, so that while we communicate, we would keep this in our main mind and try to communicate according to certain laid systems which the peers and organizations, global organizations have identified, that this way if we communicate, I think it would solve the problems of miscommunication or mismanagement. Or communication is also a management only. 60% of the management spend their time in communication, as I earlier told you. So it controls mismanagement, good communication. Okay. The process of communication begins with the sender of the information. Let us know the reasonable steps one by one. Let us know the reasonable steps one by one. Conveyor, one is conveyor. The person is the sender of the information or the message. Conveyor is the person who sends the information or the message. All ideas, directions, instructions, feelings are in coded form. Coded form means it is in his brain, that is always in a coded form. Whatever instructions he wants to communicate, whatever the ideas he would like to give to his workers, or any emotional feelings he would like to express, all these are in the coded form in his brain. That is coded form, like what we said, encode, decode and all. It is in the coded form in his thoughts. And all these occupy his mind, which the receiver may not know. Unless and until this coded form which is in your brain, unless until it reaches the receiver, it is not communication. So it has to be decoded. And all these occupy his mind, which the receiver may not know. The sender or the conveyor who holds the message, information in his her mind is in an encoded form, which the speaker or the sender transmits it by decoding the message into an understandable language to the receiver. Then he decodes into an understanding language to the receiver. First of all, it is a code in his mind. That's what we say. You think to do it, that is a code only. When you try doing it, when you try to tell it, it gets decoded. Okay. The second one is the receiver. Okay. Second one is the receiver. The second one is receiver. First one was the conveyor, the speaker, or the message who sends. The second one is the receiver. Now let us see what generally is observed by the global organizations, people, and the society also. Okay. So receiver, what is that? The person to whom the information is sent is the receiver. The person to whom the information is sent is the receiver, and that is the target of the message. That is the target of the message. When the message is passed from the sender to the receiver, understanding or apprehension is done by the receiver. Then the receiver starts understanding, apprehending it only when it receives him. Okay. When at sometimes the receiver is unable, to comprehend, it involves interpretation. He will make a phone call, ask what do you mean by this, and all these are all interpretations. Sir, you sent me a letter, you sent me one message, I couldn't follow these lines. Could you please highlight it? Could you please explain me? This is all part of interpretations. Okay. Once again, the receiver, when at some times the receiver is unable to comprehend, it involves interpretation by giving more examples and details by the sender. He gives some more examples. He will say, you remember long back, a month ago, this thing happened, like that. I mean, he will try to, correlate with something familiar things which the sender and the receiver had in the earlier occasions that he would be explaining. And the third one is destination. Every communication needs a destination. Destination doesn't mean that Arunachal Pradesh destination. Here I'll tell you what is destination in communications. Okay. The goal, destination is the goal, the terminal point, that is the person or place to which you send the message. The person or place to which you send the message. It could be Arunachal Pradesh or it could be Kanyakumari. That is the destination. It depends where you have to send the message. Destination, the goal, the terminal point, that is the person or place to which you send the processed communication, which you send the processed communication with the contents of the message and the source of information. You cannot create a communication of your own. There is a source. You receive it from, that's why we say through. Through means, as a preposition, through means passing from one place to another, then going to the third place. So, there is a source, the starting point, the origin of the message. Maybe if a deputy is communicating, sending a GO or sending a memorandum or sending instructions, he receives it from his CEO or by managing director or chairman and managing director, then it passes, then comes, then the person authorized to communicate through his department, he communicates. So always there is a source. Always say, whenever you receive any communication, maybe when you read a newspaper also, when you receive so many fake videos are there communicating, so see the source, how it comes to us. Then you ascertain, then you act. It is always safe for you, beneficial for you, and it serves your purpose also, isn't it? So, see the source. So, the destination is pivotal, is of central importance for the whole process, the destination. For the whole process of communication to be accomplished. Unless and until the destination is fixed and unless and until the communication reaches the destination, unless and until it is accomplished, it is not complete communication. It has to reach and followed by them. And you have to follow up also what had happened. That should be a constant, and it's not only constant, you are bound by these parameters. You communicate, again you inquire what had happened. I had sent a circular to you, I had sent a message, a circular, a message, what has happened, what is the output of that. All these follow-ups are also very important for a good communication. Even when you talk to your friend, you communicate something to him. Whatever you talk is communication. You communicate something to him. You may say, for example, after going home, you read the book which I told you. It is on philosophy. It might help you a lot. Then you also follow up. Arey, Suresh, Ramesh, did you follow that? Did you read that book? Is the same thing in an organization also. We need follow up after the communication. Okay. Likewise, the destination is pivotal is of central importance for the whole process of communication to be accomplished. This element of destination makes you best assured that the communication has fulfilled all the required and established parameters. Introductory dialogue, let us now know skills. This was all. Now let us know about skills that develop the conduct of business communication. Now, with all this at the backdrop, whatever we discussed, whatever we heard, keeping this at the backdrop, now we enter into the business communication systems, and these are the peers who had hurdles in communication, who had identified and set certain goals for the business communications, set certain procedures, set certain process. So let us follow all this. Maybe when you join an organization and something about communication is asked to you, you very well can answer to those questions, which is the gist, which is the main important point of an employee. The employer always wants that he has to communicate, and in his communicative voice, in his communicative writings, in his communicative literature, whether he is grammatically going correct, whether it is systematically going correct, he is going correct, whether according to the organization or according to the particular position where he is holding, he is elucidating that. All these are important. So that part of business communication we shall be discussing in our part 12, I think. Part 12, Alchemist Global Soft Skills Part 12. Please follow that also, and that will be exclusively on soft skills only. It's skills on business communication. I think with this our introduction and other things are clear to you. If it is not clear, you can always ask us. You know how to ask us. We shall always respond to you and feel very happy that you people are enthusiastic to know more about it. It's not a common course like MBA or say law. It's not like that. It is almost a philosophical course, soft skills. This communication is also philosophical. I'll tell you a small example. In Ramayana, of course I have to quote Ramayana only because the example suits here. In Ramayana, Sita gets abducted by Ravana to Lanka. When Vyas Mahamuni wrote Ramayana, he was very careful about the communication systems. When Rama went to hunt the golden deer, Lakshmana was in the hermitage, and they hear a voice. Both of them, Sitama and Lakshmana, they hear a voice of distress in the jungle. Sitama says, please go and save Rama or see Rama. What is the problem over there? He has gone to hunt a golden deer. Some voice is coming, some mourning voice, groaning. So Lakshmana draws 3 lines. Lakshman Rekha कहते हैं उसको, लक्ष्मण रेखा को पार ना कीजिए, don't cross the Lakshman Rekha. So mythologically it is well known to all of us. So he draws 3 lines, and it, those three lines are totally out of his mind power. He creates those three lines and he requests Sitama not to cross this. That's all, nothing more. Not to cross the that is communication. He has not given more communication. Vyas Mahamuni. He says not to cross Lakshmana, but and he goes away. But had Vyas Mahamuni mentioned that Lakshmana told Sitama not to cross these three lines because this is a jungle of giants and devils. They may come in disguise and they may hurt you. They always come in disguise. It was known. It's a known. At that time, it was a known fact for Lakshmana. He could have told everything. People will come in disguise and they would cheat you, they would abduct you. All these things he could have told. Had he told, Sita Ma would not have crossed those three lines and Ramayana would not have been complete. After that, from this point only, after the abduction of Sita Ma by Ravana, the main gist of the Ramayana starts. The philosophy starts. But he has not given more information, Lakshmana. He said, please don't cross these three lines. And Ravana could not enter through the lines drawn by Lakshmana. It was so powerful, those lines. They were divine lines. Then Ravana, in disguise as a beggar, requests Sitama to cross the lines and come closer to him to give the alms. And that was an opportunity for Ravana to abduct Sitama. Had Sitama not been abducted, they could have completed their exile period of 14 years, Vanavasam, in jungle, and would have returned back to Ayodhya, fulfilling his father his mother's desire. But there also the communication system was very much prevalent right from our Vedic period. So in the next class we would be discussing all about business communication. Until then, be careful, maintain distance, take your vaccine on your turn, eat good food, eat nutritious foods, don't go out if it is not wanted, not warranted. Go out if it is necessary. Wear a mask and be healthy, happy, and God bless all of you. We will be meeting in our next session, or we can